arrived a bit early, arms loaded with a homemade apple pie, my grandma's recipe, updated with a vegan twist for Emily's preferences. Jason had texted me earlier, "Mom, come over around 6. Em's excited for dinner." I let myself in with the spare key they'd given me, the house smelling of garlic and herbs from whatever Emily was cooking. The dining room table was set beautifully. White plates, cloth napkins, a centerpiece of fresh flowers. I smiled, feeling a warm glow. Without thinking, I pulled out a chair and sat down, scrolling through my phone to kill time.
That's when it happened. Emily stormed in from the kitchen, her face twisted in fury. "You sat at the table without asking for permission?" she shouted, her voice echoing off the walls. Before I could even process the words, she grabbed my plate, the one right in front of me, and smashed it against the floor. Shards flew everywhere, the crash like a gunshot in the quiet house. I jumped up, heart pounding, pie still in my lap. "Emily, what the—" Jason rushed in, eyes wide. Mom, what the hell?" But Emily wasn't done. She pointed a trembling finger at me. "This is my house, my table. You can't just barge in and act like you own the place." Her phone was clutched in her other hand, screen glowing like an accusation. I stood there, stunned, pie forgotten. Permission? To sit at a table in my son's home? It felt absurd, like I'd stepped into some alternate reality. But as the shock wore off, I noticed her bags under her eyes, the way her hands shook. Something deeper was at play here, something I couldn't see yet. Little did I know that shattered plate was just the beginning of uncovering a web of digital secrets that would test our family like never before. Let me back up. Jason and I had always been close. I raised him as a single mom after his dad left when he was 5. Classic millennial story, right? Student loans, gig economy jobs, and a lot of Netflix binges to unwind. Jason grew up with screens as his babysitter sometimes, but I tried to instill values, kindness, communication, boundaries. When he met Emily in college, I was thrilled. She was vibrant, creative, with a laugh that lit up rooms. But from the start, there were hints of tension. Emily was Gen Z through and through, hyper-aware of mental health, boundaries, and social justice. She'd post reels about toxic family dynamics and setting limits with in-laws. I'd like them, comment supportively, but inside, it stung a bit. Was I toxic? Our first big clash was over the wedding. Emily wanted a small, eco-friendly ceremony. No plastic, all digital invites. I suggested a family group chat for planning, but she shut it down. "We need space." Jason mediated, but I felt sidelined. Still, I smiled through it, posting proud mom pics on Instagram with hashtags like #ProudMIL, #FamilyFirst. Fast forward to now. After the plate incident, Jason hustled me into the living room while Emily cleaned up, muttering under her breath, "Mom, I'm sorry. She's been stressed lately. Work stuff, you know." Stressed? She smashed a plate, Jason, over sitting down? He sighed, running a hand through his hair. "It's not just that. Em's big on boundaries. She read this book about emotional labor in families and, I don't know, maybe give her space." Space, that word again. I nodded, but my mind raced. As a marketer, I dealt with online personas daily, people curating perfect lives while hiding messes. Was Emily doing the same? That night, back in my apartment, I couldn't sleep. The glow of my smartphone screen lit my face as I doom-scrolled. On impulse, I searched Emily's TikTok. Her main account was public, aesthetic videos of her designs, couple goals with Jason, tips on sustainable living. Harmless. But then I remembered Jason mentioning she had a Finsta, a fake Instagram for venting. No, wait. TikTok alt accounts were a thing now. I dug deeper. Using a burner account, don't judge. Curiosity kills the cat, but millennials are cats with 9 lives online. I searched variations of her name. Bingo. An account called @MUnfilteredRants with a bio, raw thoughts on life, love, and losers, private vent space. It wasn't locked tight. I could view some public stories or something. Wait, no, TikTok doesn't have stories like that. Actually, it was a secondary account with videos set to friends only, but she'd accidentally left one public, a rant about overbearing in-laws who invade your space. My heart sank. The video was her, teary-eyed in her car. Why do millennials, think they can just show up and take over? Sat at my table without asking, like, permission much? It's my home. Comments were off, but it had a few likes from mutuals. Boomers? I'm 42. But more than that, the hurt hit hard. Was this how she saw me? An invader? The next day, I texted Jason. We need to talk, alone. We met at a coffee shop, the kind with oat milk lattes and free Wi-Fi. He looked exhausted, dark circles matching Emily's. Mom, about last night. Jason, I saw her TikTok. The rant. His face paled. What? How? Does it matter? She's bad-mouthing me online. To strangers. It's not like that. Em's been dealing with anxiety. Her therapist suggested journaling, but she does it through videos. It's private. Mostly. Mostly? It was public enough for me to find. He rubbed his temples. Look, things have been tough. Em lost a big client, and with the economy, crypto crash hit our savings. She's spiraling, posting to cope. Crypto? Jason had mentioned dabbling in NFTs last year, but I didn't know it was serious. You guys are in debt? Not debt, just tight. And Em feels like you're judging her for not having kids yet or something. I never said that. But your posts. Can't wait for grandkids. It pressures her. I felt a pang. My innocent shares were weapons? This digital divide was wider than I thought. Over the next weeks, tension built. Emily blocked me on socials, Jason caught in the crossfire. I tried therapy myself, virtual sessions via app, talking about generational trauma. My therapist said, millennials raised Gen Z on tech, but now it's biting back. Boundaries are their armor. One night, a ping shattered the silence. A notification from an anonymous DM on Instagram. Check this link, your DIL's secret life. Heart racing, I clicked. It led to a Reddit thread, r/in-law horror stories. A post from u/mrantsanon. MIL sat at table without permission, smashed plate in rage. But that's not the half. She's the reason my marriage is crumbling, always texting my hubby behind my back, guilting him. Comments piled on. NTA, set boundaries. Sounds toxic AF. But then, deeper, attached was a screenshot of Emily's alt TikTok with videos I hadn't seen. One showed her crying. Jason's mom found out about the miscarriage, blames me for stressing too much on socials. Like, it's my fault? Miscarriage? My stomach dropped. Jason hadn't told me. When had this happened? I confronted Jason via Zoom that night, screen glow casting shadows. Why didn't you say anything about the baby? He broke down. It was early, Mom. Em didn't want anyone knowing. She's been depressed, posting to process. But now it's viral. Someone leaked her vids. Viral? I searched. Sure enough, a Twitter thread, or X, whatever they call it now, had blown up. Crazy DIL smashes plate over MIL sitting down. Family drama gold. With clips from her TikTok edited for maximum drama. The online mob descended. Emily's main account flooded with hate. Psycho! Divorce her! Jason's work email got doxxed. Turns out the anonymous DM was from a troll farming views. Emily spiraled harder. I found her live on Instagram, makeup streaked. This is what happens when family invades. My mental health is shot. Thanks, Karen-in-law. Karen? Ouch. But guilt gnawed. Had my snooping fueled this? I messaged her, Emily, I'm sorry. Let's talk. No screens, just us. Silence for days. Then a text. Fine, coffee tomorrow, but no recording. We met at the same shop. She looked frail, phone face down. Why do you snoop? I was hurt. The plate thing? It was stupid. I was having a panic attack. The table's my safe space. Therapy thing. You sitting there triggered me. Triggered. A word I'd used in my youth for memes, now real. We talked for hours about the miscarriage, happened months ago amid her social media burnout. Posting was her outlet, but it backfired. The crypto loss? Jason's idea, but she blamed herself for not stopping him. And me? You seem so put together online. Makes me feel inadequate. Me? Put together? My feed was curated chaos. Hiding my own loneliness, post-divorce, remote work isolation. Tears flowed. I'm not the enemy, Em. I want to help. She nodded. Maybe start with boundaries. Ask before sitting? I laughed through sobs. Deal. But the twist came later. Jason confessed he'd been the one leaking bits to Reddit anonymously to vent his frustration. I thought it was harmless, like M's posts. Betrayal stung, anew. Digital echoes amplifying real pain. We family therapied via app, unpacking layers, my over-involvement, Emily's walls, Jason's passivity. Slowly healing. Emily went private on alt accounts, focused on real art. Jason quit crypto, got a stable job. Me? I posted less, lived more. 1 year later, at Thanksgiving, I asked, May I sit? Emily smiled. Of course. Welcome home. But scars remain. In this digital age, one click can shatter more than plates. After that initial confrontation, I drove home in a daze, the streetlights blurring through tears. My apartment felt empty, the hum of the fridge the only company. I poured a glass of wine, organic, from a subscription box, and sank into the couch. My phone buzzed. A notification from Facebook Memories. A photo from Jason's wedding. All smiles. How had we gotten here? Sleep evaded me. At 2 a.m., the screen glow was my companion. I searched In-Law Boundaries Gen Z. Articles popped up. Why younger generations are setting harder lines from Psychology Today. Digital natives versus immigrants. The tech gap in families on Medium. It made sense. Emily grew up with privacy settings. I with open books. The next morning, my boss slacked, Everything okay? You seem off in the Zoom meeting. Remote work meant no hiding emotions. Fine, I typed, but wasn't. Jason called. Mom, Em's sorry. She didn't mean to smash the plate. It's her OCD flaring. Rituals around the house. OCD? News to me. Why not tell me? Privacy. But now it's out. I offered to help. Therapy? I can recommend apps. He hesitated. She's on BetterHelp, but the waitlist is long. That afternoon, I sent her flowers via DoorDash. Note: no permission needed for apologies. Love, Mom. No response. Days blended. I threw myself into work, creating campaigns for a sustainable brand. But distractions. Emily's TikTok views spiked. Was she monetizing the drama? Then the anonymous DM, the link to Reddit. Reading her post, my blood boiled. guilting him, I texted Jason about dinner plans. But the miscarriage line stopped me cold. I called Jason. When? He said, 3 months ago. We were excited, but stress. Doctors said it was common. Why hide it? Em felt ashamed. Her online persona is perfect life. Admitting loss would crack it. Social pressure. I knew it well, from mommy blogs in my day to now. I commented anonymously on the Reddit post, MIL here. Let's talk offline. She DM'd back, You? Yes. Coffee? The meeting was tense. She arrived in oversized sunglasses, latte in hand. How do you find the post? Someone sent it. Trolls? She shrugged. Probably. Content farms love family drama. We talked. Her childhood, strict parents, escape in socials, marriage, pressure to perform happiness. Jason's great, but your bond with him makes me feel like the outsider. I never meant that.
I know, but seeing your posts, family vacations we can't afford post-crypto loss, hurts. Crypto details emerged. Jason invested in a meme coin. Lost $10K. Emily's side hustle barely covered. I can help financially, I offered. No, boundaries. But we hugged goodbye, a start. Then, the viral explosion. A YouTuber reacted to her TikTok clip. Insane DIL meltdown. Millions of views. Emily's mental health plummeted. Jason texted, she's in bed, scrolling hate comments. Help? I drove over, asked permission to enter, sat on the floor, safe space. We'll get through this, I said. She whispered, it's my fault. I posted. No, it's the internet's fault. We reported accounts, went private. Jason's confession came during a walk. I posted on Reddit to feel heard. Stupid. Anger flared, but forgiveness followed. We're all messing up in this digital mess. Therapy helped. Group sessions via telehealth. Unpacking. Months later, Emily pregnant again. Careful this time. Off socials. Dinner. I asked to sit. Laughter. Resilience won.